Hi everyone, so welcome back to the channel. Hope this video is finding you all well. So today on Purpleheart Woodturning I'm going to be making a wooden wand. So I actually made one of these a little while ago for a friend of mine for their birthday, and I enjoyed it so much that I thought I'd make one here on the channel for you guys and girls as well. Before I start the video, I'd like to ask a little favour. If you haven't already, if you'd please like and subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, that'll let you know every time a video goes live. I appreciate that the marketplace is very full of creators at the minute, and it's very difficult to choose between them, but any likes and subscribes are greatly appreciated towards the growth of the channel. So with all that being said, I'm going to go down into the wood store. I'm going to take you guys with me, and I'm going to see what wood we can find down there ready to start turning. So just going through a few of the coloured options. I've got a lot of timber to play with, so I'm not quite sure what sort of colourway to go for. I've got that sort of yellowy grey colour, the blues, the greens. You've got some nice brown in there as well. I mean, these are some of the ones that I have been holding back for when I start doing fairs. And I must admit, I am liking the fact that I did go for 4 different colours, one for each of the houses. And I think actually I'm going to go for the green and grey, so we're going to go for a Slytherin wand. So what I'm going to do is actually take this piece here, and then what I'm probably going to do is cut it in half, and then I'm going to glue a little bit of grey at the end as like a little buffer, and then I can get that mounted on the lathe and we can start turning it into the desired shape. Okay, so that is the handle of the wand made. So all I've got to do now is sand it off and give it a good wax and seal. So speaking of which, I'm actually going to go through the processes that I use for this. I haven't done that previously on the channel, or certainly not for a long time. So the first thing I do is use some of the cellulose sanding sealer. So what that does is that gives a really nice durable finish and also seals the wood so no moisture can get in and cause any sort of splits or wear over time. Then I apply some of the Yorkshire grit. So what Yorkshire grit does is that actually gives it a very smooth finish and takes off some of those really small little imperfections and gives a nice sort of buff to the piece. Then I use the hard wax, which is that one there. So what that does is that gives a really, oh actually that's not come out very well, let's try again. There we go. So what that does is that gives a really nice durable finish to the piece, and it's an incredibly hard, dense wax. So it's going to give a really durable finish. And then finally I use a bit of the Wood Wax 22. So this works nicely with the hard wax, and the soft wax actually allows a really nice finish to come through there as well. So there we have the finished wand, and I've got to say I'm really happy with the way this has come out. It has come out so beautifully. It's got that lovely colourway there. I have to do that, but that's absolutely stunning. I love the contrast between the green and the grey, and that little collar at the top just makes the piece work. The only thing I would say, it was a little bit difficult to get those two sections to join, and there is a very minor, if I sort of hold it there is a slight uptake. You can see it there. If I go sideways on, it sort of disappears a little bit. But apart from that, I think it came out really well. I love the contrast as well between that light wood at the top and then the green at the bottom. And it has very much a sort of Slytherin vibe to it. That does also mean I now have to do a Gryffindor, a Hufflepuff and a Ravenclaw, so that I've got the complete collection. But that'll be ones to do further down the road. Yeah, I'd say the only thing I'm disappointed with is the fact that it is slightly off-centre, but that was more down to me not drilling a large enough hole in the bottom section. So the hole actually only goes to about halfway up that collar. I think what I should have done was drilled in quite a bit further and left a bit more of that material on there to slide down. That would have also made it a bit more of a straight trajectory, and it wouldn't have had that little bit of an upturn at the end. So out of 10, I'd give it a very strong 8 out of 10. Some minor bits of improvement, but not a lot. And one thing to point out as well is that lovely detail there on the top, or I should say at the bottom of the handle as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you have, if you could please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification, that'll let you know every time a video goes live. Like I say, still doing videos every 2 weeks. I am going to have a few fun videos coming out. Starting to work again with resin and some other materials, and actually had a shipment come in yesterday of a few weird and wonderful items to be encasing in resin and making some more sort of pots and bowls from. So that's going to be really fun, so keep an eye out for that. Also going to start working in the near future on the 12 makes of Christmas, and again that's going to run December 1st through to December 12th. and should have again some really cool, fun and unique items on there as well. So if you enjoyed watching the video, please hit that like and subscribe. If you're watching in the morning, please enjoy the rest of your day. If you're watching in the afternoon or evening, have a good night. Stay safe, take care, look after yourselves,